Hello! Welcome to Binna Kim Art. The day I'm making this video is April 16th on Sunday, which is Greek Easter. One of my close friends invited me to one event yesterday, and that event is happening in about 3 hours. So I really have to hurry a little bit. What I'm going to make today is a hand-tied bouquet arrangement using these florals. When you think of Easter, what colors first came to your mind? In my case, yellow, white and green, or yellow-green, and some pastel colors as well, such as light pink, peach, or light purple, and so on. So I'm going to stick to the basic colors of Easter, so white and yellow-green and green. Here's are the florals I'm going to use for the hand-tied bouquet for my friends. So this is white calla lily, yellow tulip, and light yellow tulip, and green Viburnum, and cream and lace. I am also going to use these ribbons for the hand-tied bouquet. I don't know which color I'm going to use, but I will decide after I make the arrangement.
Let me share some examples of arrangements and window displays with Easter feeling that I designed and installed. This first installation was meant to show a cloud and hills that can be seen in the Easter scene, made of green dogwood and steelgrass in a modern and contemporary way. I also added lemon yellow ranunculus and yellow phalaenopsis orchids to give it a fresh feeling. The second installation, I painted the backdrop using acrylic paints and Easter colors. The bottom part of the installation according to the painting, using clear square bases and yellow calla lily. The third image, I did not make this arrangement for Easter, but if I made something for Easter in modern and contemporary way, it would have been like this, with oncidium orchids, yellow calla lily, and fan leaves. This installation was meant to show clouds and hills with Easter feeling. Similar theme to the first installation. I didn't use obvious factors of Easter such as rabbits or eggs on purpose. This display, I painted on the window glass with a theme of spring. It wasn't for Easter, but it had vibes in it. This image was meant to show the vitality of Easter through branches looking like roots and moss and yellow flowers. If you watched some of my previous videos, you might remember these images from the product display video. As I mentioned, I included these images to show you more examples of Easter arrangement in different styles. More examples of color combinations of Easter colors. This poppy arrangement has an Easter vibe. This arrangement has all the colors I mentioned for Easter. What I especially love about this arrangement is the daffodils. These arrangements were designed and installed by me for more than 6 years as a weekly floral decoration. I could use only white and green colors in contemporary style for this restaurant. What I did for Easter was to use tall viburnum branches, which I didn't use often, bundled them together and designed with other florals.
Okay, so let's start making it.
I am using the spiral technique for making this arrangement. If you haven't heard of this technique, please watch one of my videos that was made for the spiral technique. I will insert the link right here. What I was doing was to massage the tulip stem. There are various reasons for massaging the stems. I want the stems to be cascading with curved line. It will look more natural with the lines. That's why I was massaging the stems. But the main reason is to make stems softer. Flowers with soft stems, like tulips and calla lily, tend their stems to get crispy, especially right after drinking cold water or coming out from the flower cooler. It is quite hard to work with crispy stems because they tend to break easily. When you arrange flowers in a vase, you can massage the stem while you are making it. When making a hand-tied bouquet arrangement, it is always good to massage all the stems beforehand. The arrangement made some progress while I was explaining it. Let me see what I arranged. I started holding the yellow tulips first, and the light yellow tulips were added. Viburnum, which looks like a small version of a hydrangea, was also added. Iris, I arranged it a bit higher than other flowers because their petals tend to get ruined easily. Queen Anne's lace was added. What I was surprised was that I could find these wild flowers from Trader Joe's. I would like to let you know that the viburnum I'm using has quite a long stem, which you'd need to order through the market. Even the flower parts are big as well, but normal viburnum has smaller flowers than the one I'm using, and the stems are shorter. I am making an all-around arrangement, so please be mindful of checking all the sides. I left some leaves of yellow tulips on purpose. I did not use any greenery this time, so using the existing leaves on the florals would be a good option to consider. The first calla lily was added. Don't you think the white part of the iris and calla lily look alike? I love the cascading light yellow tulips. Every time I turn the bouquet, they move gracefully. Iris is a beautiful flower. The look they have reminds me of daffodils. If I may suggest something, I'd like you to make some arrangement for yourself. I'm sure leaving a small little flower bouquet in your house would make you feel so refreshed every time you look at it. Coming home after a long workday and finding something fresh and beautiful by your window or desk. Don't you think it would be great? My job is a floral designer, so I explain to you this skill or that technique, and this method is good for making this style of arrangement and so on. I keep explaining it. However, I personally think the flower itself is beautiful, even without designing and arranging properly. I would say to just make a bunch with flowers from your garden or from a supermarket in your neighborhood. I'm sure anything you make would look beautiful. I haven't used this combination, viburnum and white Queen Anne's lace, often before, but I think these two flowers look great together. The best decision for this arrangement is to choose these light yellow tulips. If I could go to the market, the flower market, and have more flower options for this arrangement, this might have looked a little bit different. If you could find flowers with cream color, maybe cream helleborus or sweet pea, or bright lemon yellow ranunculus or butterfly ranunculus, this arrangement would have looked even more beautiful. As I edit this video, the thing I should have done is to reflex the light yellow tulips. The meaning of reflexing flowers is to flip each petals backward gently. With this technique, flowers look fuller and naturally opened. The arrangement is made. Yay! I didn't have floral tape at the time, so I replaced it with the artist masking tape. You might think it is strange to see this, but many florists use tape to tie hand-tied bouquet arrangements. The reason is that by tying it with bind wire or raffia ribbon, most likely you would see a mark on stems. Sometimes the stems might break, especially with tulips and calla lilies. I didn't tie hard, so you can easily fix its shape. My initial plan was to wrap it with wax paper and hand it to my friends, but I was concerned about some flowers being wilted. Viburnum and Queen Anne's lace are quite weak. They cannot stay outside long without proper amounts of water. So I chose to use this clear fishbowl base, which I can show these pretty ribbons as well. Okay, it's ready to go. I really like this arrangement. I love seeing two different yellow colors in it. And I also like the wild yet feminine feelings of Queen Anne's lace and Viburnum. I hope you also like this arrangement. Yay! If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. The last picture is the arrangement at my friend's apartment, and they loved it. One more, yay! Have a lovely day. Bye!